Hi. This is not normally what I do. So normally I'm doing like actual MC Family stuff. Well, this time I'm just gathering a bunch of resources because, one time back when Minecraft was still a thing, I did a bonus episode where I just gathered a bunch of resources, and I'm doing that again, and I'm just gonna do a little chat with the audience, I guess, while I do it. So, to start off, I apologize, like profusely apologize for the video quality of my past few videos. I've tried to edit, I've tried to use OBS, I've tried to use everything, and still sometimes the frames stutter really bad, like really bad. And even though I'm playing at 1080p and I'm exporting it at 1080p, it looks like 720p. I have no idea why. If any of you guys out there in the comment section can help, that would be like the best thing since bread was invented. um, I would be really happy about that. But today, what I want to talk about here actually is tech, and more specifically, what I will be getting. So I mentioned in my Evolution RTX video that I needed a decent graphics card, and that's still true. So my idea was to get an RTX 3060 Ti at the time, but I'm not sure if I want to still go that way. But either way, the RTX 3060 Ti is an awesome card, especially for playing at 1080p, and I think it would work really well. I just need to, know, if that's going to be the best thing to go, or if I should just, get the normal 3060, or I'm definitely not going for the 3070. The 3080 and the 3090 are both complete overkill for my scenario, so there's that. And then AMD's cards don't do very well with RT, ray tracing, so yeah, definitely not an AMD card. But anyway, so that, and also I'm stuck right now with a Ryzen 3 3200G. Now, that's not terrible, like, it's a good CPU, but the fact that it has integrated graphics, since that's like, its thing, it has integrated graphics, and these integrated graphics are like terrible. But on top of that, like, I'm not saying the CPU is bad, but the CPU isn't amazing either. It's not an M1 or Intel Core i9 10900K or AMD's Ryzen 9 5950X. If I had any of those, the 3080 might not actually be overkill. Anyway, yeah. I'm just really happy to have the ability to eventually have an NVIDIA-powered, awesome Minecraft experience with RTX turned on. And, even though, DLSS is not necessarily something you can actually use at 1080p, it might be useful if I ever get to decide to get decide to get a 1440p or 4K monitor. I don't have one right now, but if I ever did get one, DLSS would be very useful for me. And yeah, there's that. So during this resource gathering, I had a lot of weird stutters and, monsters killing me, and around Airmaster's base was super laggy. So, yeah, there's that. So it's not just my recording and editing suite and software and stuff like that. It's also the game itself. Um, so yeah, there's definitely that. I also wanted to talk about a couple of other things while I'm here, like my base. So, this is actually really important. I've been trying to decide what base plan to go with on MC Family. I finally decided on something, and it's really cool. So it's actually not one of the choices I made, it's pretty much all of them. So imagine it like this. There's this dude who has like this modern mansion place thingy. Well, no, not mansion, but there's this dude who owns this industrial company and has a mansion. Not a mansion, again, not a mansion. I mean, he does have a mansion, but that's not the building I'm talking about. He has like a modern style home, and he bought this mansion that's the, elaborate old style Victorian mansion I showed you in that video. And so what he owns this mansion, but like the mansion is like broken down, super old, and he's gonna renovate it, except he can't, because there are traps and stuff everywhere. And if any of you watch game theory, you will know what I'm talking about here. A race of ancient builders was once living there. Anyway, but that's kind of this theory, like the lore behind this storyline that I'm trying to put together in MC Family. But yeah, so like imagine the stuff. And this mansion is supposed to be like their final rendezvous if everything goes wrong. And of course, everything goes wrong. So they have to go to their final rendezvous. And this is where all their like backup farms are. So it's going to be a good farming base for me. And that's the base I'm going to live in. I am the rich guy, basically. So there's that. I also kind of want to talk for a little minute about Minecraft, because Minecraft is a great song. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Minecraft isn't a song, it's a game. False. There's a song called Minecraft, and it's made for Minecraft, by Daniel Rosenfeld, C418. Some of you might have heard of him. It's a beautiful song. Like, if you've ever listened to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is beautiful. It is incredible. It is one of the most, like, nostalgic and also, like, powerful songs in the entire soundtrack. Personally, Mutation is my favorite, but that's basically just like the Minecraft theme. It's Minecraft, but, like, changed up a little. That's why it's Mutation, because it's representing the change in Minecraft. And I just love that idea, and I love the fact that Daniel Rosenfeld wrote something so beautiful for a game that's literally like the worst graphically intensive game ever, like the least graphically amazing game ever. I mean, it's getting better over the years. That's not a mistake, but like we're still stuck with the 8x8 stuff, right? We're still stuck with 1x1 meter cubes, basically. But that's not the point, is it? Especially not with that song, Minecraft, and Mutation. That's not the point. Minecraft can still be beautiful, just in a different way. And also, funny story, during this recording, at some point, I actually had to get off because the smoke detector in our house was going out, and we had to replace it, and or do something to it. I actually don't know what happened. I wasn't the one who did it, but apparently we need to turn out all the power in the house. So I had to save the game and get off. I mean, it was not the worst strategy in the world, obviously, because if that were, to me, I would be like, that'd be such a first world problem, guys, and I'm not a first world problem kind of person. Anyway, but it's kind of weird. And then I also had to get off because of other things, because this is not actually my computer. I share this computer, and it's a good computer for them, but integrated graphics, you know how that goes. And it's also like, I have OBS, but like, it's super laggy. Like, I have no idea why. And I have a very high-end, like not very high-end, but I have a mid-range to low-end CPU from 2019. So, like, it shouldn't be that bad. Like, even video encoding, which I know is an intensive task for a CPU, shouldn't be hurting my performance that bad, but somehow it is. It's really weird. And OBS drops like 80% of the frames or something like that. It's really weird. Now, the Xbox built-in one that I'm using isn't much better, but like at least it's less consistent, but when it is good, it does get 60 frames a second. That's what's important to me over having consistently dropped 80% of the frames. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.